Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Edmonton, Canada. And today I was going to show you how to make some Christmas tags for your Christmas presents with one of our new Christmas stamp sets. So it's called Christmas Season, and it's still available in the holiday catalog until the end of the month. And I'm going to be using it to make my Christmas tags for the season. So this is the one I've already made. I'll kind of zoom in there and show you. I tried to add a little bit of a shadow here, and yeah, just put some layers and then a little bow on top, and there we have it. So I'm going to show you how I made that. The first thing you're going to need is, and I've wrote it down right over here, so you're going to need a layer of designer series paper. Now I'm using the one that came with the suite, the painted Christmas suite, but you can use whatever you have on hand. And that first layer is going to be 4 1/4 by 3 1/4 inches. So I've went ahead and pre-cut one for myself. Today I'm going to use this one. It's got some berries and some trees, or parts of a pine tree, I guess. And yeah, I'm just gonna show it to you here. It measures at 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then you're gonna need a second layer of basic white cardstock, and that's gonna measure at 4 by 3 inches. So the first thing you're going to want to do is cut it to make it look like a tag, and make sure it's centered there on your both of the pieces should be centered together. And then you're just going to go ahead and snip them from the sides. Now I've cut them. I did put like where you want to cut it, so it's at 3 6/8 and 3 3/8 for the second. But I've made it easy for myself and cut out a template. So I'm just gonna follow my template and cut it that way. So I'm just gonna grab my scissors and go ahead and follow my template. Now you could do this initially if you're making a bunch of them to make it easier for yourself. So there's my paper. It's two-sided. I'm going to use this side today. This side's actually really nice too, but I think I'm going to go with this one. And then you're going to grab your second piece of paper and do the same thing with your template. Just put it over the top and cut it out. Okay, I'm just gonna move that to the side, and there you go. There is the start of the tag. Now the next thing you're gonna wanna do is line it up together, and if you have a hole punch, you can just use that. I got this one at Walmart for like $1. So you're just gonna center that. You don't wanna go too far in, and then just hole punch it. So this is the start of the tag. And now we're gonna decorate this piece. So what I'm gonna do is I have some stamps here that I wanted to use. So my background, I'm gonna put this pine stamp. And for that, I'm gonna be using soft succulent. We're just gonna kind of do this randomly. Actually, before I do that, I'm just gonna grab my blending brush and clean it off. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab some of the soft succulent on my blending brush and just give it a little bit of texture in the background. You don't have to do a lot of this, just a little bit is fine, just to add a hint of color. So we're gonna do that, and then Oops, still need that. And then you're gonna get your pine stamp and you're gonna put it kind of randomly. So nobody's gonna really see the center. And so you can kind of do it. If it's a little bit messy in the middle, it's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this way. And maybe some like that. There. So that's gonna be the background of my tag. And then we're gonna do, just put that over there. I'm gonna use my my splatter stamp to add a little bit of splatter, and I'm gonna do that in polished pink. So we'll just do some right there and some right here. And you know what? I think I'm gonna do some here, but I'll flip it over. Just to make it even. Okay, and then we're gonna stamp. So this is gonna layer on top like this. And now we're gonna need like a centerpiece. So I'm going to do some die cutting. And I'm gonna use my holly leaves for that. Let's clean that off. And just grab a scrap piece of paper. And this is gonna go on here. So we're gonna get our holly leaves, ink them up, and I'm using Evening Evergreen. And there they are. And for my berries, I'm gonna use polished pink. So here's my berries, and I'm just gonna ink it up and lay them down there. There. And then I'm just gonna die cut them out. So I'm not gonna do that on camera. Okay, perfect. And I'm back with my die cut pieces. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and glue these down. And for that, I'm gonna use dimensionals because I kind of want them to pop up and be all dramatic. So I'm just getting my dimensionals on here. Sorry. I haven't packed a single present yet, so I am clearly running really behind with my with my Christmas presents. I wonder if you guys are done wrapping, or do you have kids? Yeah, I'd love to know where everybody else is at. Okay, I believe this goes this way, so I'm just gonna stick it down there. And this one's gonna go on like this. And then we're gonna put the berries on dimensionals as well. So this set, it's gonna be retiring at the end of this catalog, or not retiring, like you're not gonna be able to buy it, but I believe it's gonna carry over into the annual catalog. So you'll still have a chance to buy it next year. But if you really want it and you think you can use it for other things, because I think you can totally use some of these pieces in the spring too, with the blooming of the trees and stuff, then you can buy it right now until January the 4th, I believe. So I'm just gonna throw this on like that. See, beautiful. And the last thing I have to do is stamp my greeting. So just finding a piece of paper. Here's one. It's perfect for my greeting. I'm gonna do "'Tis the Season," and I'm doing it in Evening Evergreen. So we're just gonna stamp that. And I'm stamping it as close to the bottom as I can because I'm gonna freehand cut that out. And then you're just gonna grab your snips or your scissors and you're gonna cut this out. You don't have to do this. You could like die cut it, or if you have any kind of label punch, you could use that as well. I just think that with this stamp, it looks prettier when it's smaller. I kind of like having my greetings smaller, I think generally, not on a giant white background. That kind of bothers me. So there we go. There's our "'Tis the Season." And that's gonna go on right about there. And I'm also gonna put that up on dimensionals. So I have my mini dimensionals and I'm just gonna stick them down. I think I'm gonna use about 4 of them. Okay, perfect. And this is gonna go right down there. Okay, so that's my decorated layer, and you could totally turn this into a card too if you wanted to. You could take both your pieces, put them together, and then glue them down onto a white card base, and you would have a really beautiful card there. So the last thing we're gonna do is put these 2 pieces together, and I'm just gonna use some twine for that. I think I have my twine scissors here. You need about, not a lot of twine. I have about 10 inches here, but you would be fine with like even 8, I think. So what you're gonna do, oh whoops. So you're gonna take that twine and you're gonna fold it in half. And then you're gonna take the round part and stick it through the hole in the back, bring it up, pull the 2 threads through the loop, and then just pull, just like that. And I always like to do a little bow on the top of my tags, just to add interest. So if you want to do that, you can. It doesn't have to be a perfect bow. And there you have it. There's your tag. So I hope you've enjoyed my video. If you want to make your own tags, or if you want to buy this kit, the supplies will be linked in the description below this video. Again, this is only available until the end of the month. At the beginning of January, there's going to be a new mini catalog. So if you want to get this, get on it now, and you can have Christmas tags for next year. Thanks for watching. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back next week with you with another video. Have a great Christmas and enjoy the time with your family. Bye guys.